Hello everybody, my name is Nicole and welcome to my channel, Lazy Creek Homestead. I hope you stick around for a while and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up because you never know the love and chaos you're going to find here on Lazy Creek Homestead. In today's video, I take you back into my kitchen, show you another delicious way we're preserving those apples from our family apple picking trip. And we also share one of our favorite fall weeknight suppers. So I hope you enjoy. Welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight we're in the mood for a fall meal, so we are going to have a big old pot of chili. We got about a little under 5 pounds of hamburger cooking in here. We're going to let this brown and we're going to drain it and add all of our seasonings and tomato sauce, and we'll show you how we do it. I am dicing up 3 bell peppers to go in our chili, and I'm also going to chop up some onions. I'm going to dice up 1 yellow onion and 1 sweet onion, and we'll put that in with the chili. After the diced peppers and onions, we're going to add some tomato paste and stir that through, and then we're going to put our tomato sauce in. Alright, we added the tomato sauce. Next is the beans. And we're going to let, oh, some of that didn't go in. And we're going to let that simmer. Alright, we're adding our beans. We're using black beans because that's what we have on hand. A little light on the beans because we lean a little bit more low carb. Looking good. And we're going to add in all of our spices. Alright, for spices, we are going to add some chili powder. I'd say probably about because it's a big batch, maybe 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to put in probably about a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Maybe. We're going to put in a sprinkle of white pepper. A sprinkle of black pepper. And probably a good 2-3 tablespoons of garlic powder. And we're going to stir it up and taste it, and we adjust the spices until we think it tastes good. And that's about it. Just let it simmer on the stove. And there's our homemade chili. Wonderful. Alright, the finished product with a bunch of sharp cheddar cheese on top. The kids use sour cream. We're gonna enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick, easy stovetop chili, a wonderful fall recipe on a weekday. We also are going to share a family favorite, our apple fritter recipe. So much a favorite that it was actually a request from my sister for her birthday treat. So I whipped up a big batch. So let's get cooking. This video is also a collaboration with Moss Family TV. If you haven't checked out Fallon's channel, I absolutely suggest you do so. You won't regret it. And we're back at it, preserving all those apples, not letting any of them go to waste. Alright, after we peel and core and slice the apples, we're going to take these wedges and we're going to dice them up into little squares, little pieces. And then we will mix up the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients and fry up some fritters. So I'm adding 3 cups of flour. The original recipe says 1 cup of flour, but I'm tripling it because I have a giant family. Next, you're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. Again, I'm tripling my recipe, so I added more. Then we add some baking soda. It's looking very white. We're going to add some color next. There we are. Some cinnamon. Add 1 tablespoon, but we're tripling the batch, so we added 3. We're going to mix all of our dry ingredients together. And then a separate bowl, we're going to get together our wet ingredients. Alright, now it's time for the wet ingredients. I'm going to put them in this bowl. I'm going to use quail eggs because I have a bunch of them and they need to be used up. It's about 3 to 4 quail eggs equal chicken eggs, so I'm going to use all those for my triple batch. Alright, now that we have all the quail eggs cracked in the bowl, I'm going to scramble them up. And then we're going to add some vanilla extract. Add in the vanilla and give that a stir, and then we're going to put in the milk. And then we are going to stir up the milk, and then we're going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. Alright, now we got our milk and egg and vanilla all mixed up. We're going to add that to our flour and cinnamon and baking powder, and we're going to give that a good mix. And if we need to add a little bit more milk, because we want this to be a thin, kind of a thin batter, we'll add 1 more 1/3 cup of milk. And then we add our apples, and we'll heat up our oil, and we'll get ready to go. Alright, so I read my own recipe wrong. It was 1 1/3 cup. So this looks much better. I think it's about the consistency of like a thin pancake batter. These fritters will be dark because of all the cinnamon I added. If you don't want them as dark or don't care for cinnamon, you don't have to put as much in. We just really like it. And now we're going to add in, it says 1 cup of chopped apples. So we're going to do 3 cups of chopped apples and mix it together. And we have the oil heating up on the stove. Add our chopped apples in there and give this a stir, and we'll check on our oil. Alright, while the oil is heating up, we're going to get the glaze going. The recipe says 2 cups of powdered sugar, but I did 6 because we're going to make a whole lot of apple fritters. I will have a link in the description box below to my blog, which has the original recipe. Alright, we got the milk in, and we're going to give this a good stir and add a little bit of almond extract or vanilla extract. And that will be all ready to dip our fritters in when they're ready and come out of the hot oil. Alright, and here's our glaze. Alright, our oil looks like it's heating up pretty good, so we are gonna test out, see if we can get a fritter to fry. I think I may need a better spoon here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a different spoon. Alright, the first batch is out. Like I said, they're pretty dark because my batter is dark because I used a lot of cinnamon, but they are going to be so delicious. More going in there. That little lone apple. Not quite ready to turn over. Well, I hope you enjoyed some of our family's favorite fall recipes. That chili hits the spot on a nice crisp fall evening. And those apple fritters are delicious. Definitely a family favorite. I hope that you can check out some of the other participants in Fall Food Friday. And until I see you next time, happy homesteading your way.